The Amalfi Coast is one of Italy's most scenic coastlines, where cliffs drop into clear blue waters and villages sit along the mountainside. Here you can cruise by boat, hike above the sea, relax on the beaches, and enjoy meals with unforgettable Mediterranean views. One of the most unforgettable ways to experience the Amalfi Coast is from the sea. A boat tour reveals a completely different perspective, where towering cliffs, hidden coves, and colourful villages unfold slowly as you move along the coastline. From the water, the scale of the landscape becomes even more impressive, and you can see how these towns seem carved into the rock. Cruising past Positano and Amalfi delivers postcard views that simply aren't possible from land, with stacked houses rising above the shoreline and the sea turning shades of blue as the light changes. Many tours include swimming stops in clear water, short pauses near sea caves, and time to relax on deck between highlights. Even if you pick a small group cruise instead of a private boat, the experience feels special because the coast was designed for this viewpoint. Aim for late morning or golden hour for softer light on the cliffs. Even a short cruise becomes a highlight because the coast is made to be seen from the water. Exploring the towns of the Amalfi Coast is one of the most immersive parts of the trip, and each stop has its own character. Positano is the iconic cliffside postcard. Pastel houses stacked in layers, steep stairways, boutique shops, and viewpoints that open up as you walk downhill toward the sea. It's ideal for a slow wander, a beach stop, and photos from terraces above the shoreline. Amalfi has a more historic rhythm, shaped by its maritime past. The cathedral anchors the centre, and the main piazza is perfect for a coffee, a gelato, and a relaxed lunch between visits. Ravello, set high above the coast, feels calmer and more refined. Its villas and gardens frame sweeping panoramas, and the quieter pace makes it a great place to reset. A simple way to keep the day flowing is to plan short blocks in each town, then move on before it feels rushed. In Positano, look back from the waterfront to see the full cascade of houses. In Ravello, linger at the viewpoints, where the coastline stretches out below like a painted backdrop. For travellers who enjoy nature and adventure, hiking the Path of the Gods is one of the most rewarding experiences on the Amalfi Coast. This famous trail runs high above the coastline, offering sweeping views across the sea, dramatic cliffs, and terraced hillsides below. The route links small mountain villages and lets you step away from traffic and crowds, replacing noise with open sky and fresh air. Along the way, you'll pass rocky outcrops, shaded stretches, and viewpoints that make you stop without even meaning to. Even if you're not a serious hiker, the trail can be done at a steady pace with photo breaks, and the sense of perspective is incredible. Start earlier for cooler temperatures, wear proper shoes, and carry water. Many routes finish with views down toward Positano, which makes the final stretch especially satisfying. It's a perfect balance of adventure and scenery, and often the moment people call the highlight of their trip. On clear days, you can trace the curve of the coastline and spot boats far below. It's the Amalfi Coast at its best. Relaxing by the sea is a key part of the Amalfi Coast lifestyle, and beach time is built into the best itineraries. The coastline is lined with beaches and beach clubs that combine comfort, scenery, and that effortless Mediterranean atmosphere. In Positano and Amalfi, beach clubs set up sun lounges and umbrellas right on the shoreline, with drinks and lunch served to your spot as boats drift past in the bay. It's an easy way to slow down between sightseeing stops, especially in the warmer months. Most beaches are pebbled rather than sandy, so water shoes can make swimming more comfortable. For energy and people watching, choose the main beaches near the town centres, where the cliffs rise behind you. For something calmer, look for smaller beaches and quieter corners where the pace feels slower. Stay through late afternoon for softer light, a final swim, and that relaxed pre-dinner feeling by the water. Even a short beach session can reset the day because you're constantly surrounded by views. Capture the contrast between calm water and the villages above. It's the Amalfi Coast in one frame. Driving along the Amalfi Coast Road is an experience in itself. The route winds along steep cliffs, cutting past small towns and viewpoints where the Mediterranean suddenly opens up beside you. At times it feels like the road is suspended between sea and sky, with terraces and lemon groves clinging to the hillside above. Because the lanes are narrow and traffic can be slow, many travellers hire a private driver or choose a scooter so they can enjoy the scenery without stress. Go earlier in the day if you can, keep your camera ready, and build in time for photo stops. This drive is less about distance and more about the views between every stop. Let faster vehicles pass when needed, and pause at scenic pull-ins for wide shots of the coastline. Every bend delivers a new angle on the villages below. Food is at the heart of life on the Amalfi Coast, and every meal feels like part of the journey. Expect fresh seafood, handmade pasta, and simple local ingredients that taste better because they're so seasonal. Look for dishes built around the day's catch, bright tomato sauces, and coastal flavors that pair perfectly with a sea view. The region is also famous for its large, fragrant lemons, used in desserts, granita, and the signature liqueur, limoncello. A short limoncello tasting or a visit to a lemon grove is an easy way to connect with local tradition. Even quick lunches feel special on a terrace above the water. Finish with an outdoor dinner as the light softens. It's the kind of meal that becomes a highlight of the trip. Add a relaxed aperitivo before dinner, and don't skip the small cafes for pastries and espresso between stops. A day trip to Capri adds a touch of glamour to an Amalfi Coast itinerary. Just a short boat ride away, the island is known for dramatic landscapes, bright blue water, and a stylish atmosphere that feels instantly different from the mainland. Visitors come to see the Blue Grotto, where sunlight creates an intense blue glow inside the cave, and to admire the Faraglione rock formations rising from the sea. Spend time in Capri Town for cafes and shopping, then head to Anna Capri for a calmer pace and panoramic viewpoints. If you have time, a short boat loop around the island shows sea caves and cliffs from every angle. Capri provides a striking contrast to the coast and is an unforgettable addition when you want a change of scenery. The Anna Capri chairlift is another highlight, lifting you up for wide views. Arrive earlier for a smoother experience. As the day comes to an end, the Amalfi Coast takes on a completely different mood. The light softens, the sea calms, and villages begin to glow as lights appear along the cliffs. Sunset is the perfect time to slow down, take a final walk, find a viewpoint, or settle into a terrace for a drink overlooking the Mediterranean. Even simple moments feel cinematic here, with the coastline fading into warm tones and the sound of the water below. These quieter evenings often become what travellers remember most. Not one landmark, but the atmosphere of the coast itself. Stay longer and watch the coast shift from gold to night. To make the most of your visit, late spring and early autumn offer the best balance of weather and crowds. Ferries are the easiest way to travel between towns, and building in time to explore at a relaxed pace makes all the difference. The Amalfi Coast is not a destination to rush. If you enjoyed this guide, like the video, subscribe for travel inspiration, and tell us which Amalfi Coast experience you'd love to try.